It's always far right. It's not far right. There are people on the right out there, but it's classical liberals who are pissed off with this. People who just want to be left alone to do what they want, because as long as they're not hurting anyone, and they expect the same treatment in response. I think those are the main people who are pissed off with this. And classical liberals like democracy, and nobody voted for this shit. Nobody voted for it. The irony is, people voted for conservatives in the UK for like 15 years or however long it was to stop this shit. And there was record migration under conservatives, worse than under Tony Blair, who started this mass migration bullshit. So that's why this is happening. And the headlines are just fucking it's always like far right. People are tired of being called far right when they're not fucking far right. They're just tired of their country turning to shit with mass migration. Nobody wants it. And the irony is, the countries these people are migrating from, they don't want mass migration to their countries, and they won't allow it. And it's all right for them, but we should have to shoulder that shit. It's fucking insanity, dude. It's insanity. But that's what I tell you. He wants this. WEF want this. The globalists want this. George Soros literally wants this. Go to his Open Society Foundation website. Article after article after article. We need migration. We need refugees. We need to support them. We need socialism. We need to take your money to support these people. Give them money. Take your money away. Each according to his needs, each according to his ability. That's what these people want. This is what the globalists want. They want mass migration. And then we can see it in real time happening now. The benefits of this is they get mass surveillance because, oh, look at all these crimes and riots happening. It's the far right. It's not these refugees we brought in. It's just the far right. We need mass surveillance. We need QR codes. We need to see where you're going. That's what Ken Starmer talked about, the UK Prime Minister. He talked about mass surveillance, facial recognition, to fix a problem that they started. I don't want to live in a society where the government is monitoring me. The government's job is to leave me alone and protect my human rights and to protect my liberty, not to spy on me to see where I'm going, to fix problems that they created and manufactured. What crazy fucking times we're living in. Everybody knows the right system. Freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, freedom of thought, freedom of enterprise, all these things. The government should leave us alone. The government should be monitored. The government should be surveilled. The government should have ankle bracelets. We should know where they're going, what they're spending, because they have so much power. We can't afford not to. And yet it's us who are the ones who are under the boot of the system. They weren't set up to do that. They were set up to do the opposite of to be a king. But here we fucking are. So it's popping off in the UK. It is popping off, brothers and sisters. If you're just joining us, I'm Johnny Massacre, a man living in Japan. Don't know what I'm doing here, but I think it's probably better than the UK right now. And we are discussing the riots that are kicking off in the UK between the British and the Muslims. That's how it's going to be pitched. And that's kind of what it looks like to me. And if you're enjoying this episode, please consider donating. Streamlabs.com/Johnny Massacre.